Why are men avoiding getting into legal relationships with women? What is it that makes them think marriage is not worth it for them? What makes them think the alternative to marriage, which is staying single, is a far better option in order to live a happier life? Many men lament the state of the intimacy market as it stands today. They think that modern women have nothing to offer men. Women supposedly lack traditional feminine values. When compared to their moms or grandmothers, they no longer have stereotypically feminine skills like the ability to make a delectable dinner. They frequently bemoan the fact that the majority of women have kids from prior unions, partnerships, and sporadically other fathers. They may witness women with a lot of beta men circling about them on social media, especially on platforms like Instagram, and, I believe, Snapchat, where women are behaving in an attention-seeking manner and obviously receive a lot of attention every day. Essentially, they post provocative images to grab the interest of other males. What can women do to change this? Why are men no longer getting married? Due to the serious legal ramifications of marriage in the present day, many men find it impossible to even consider getting married. Its particular focus on the West over other areas, including Russia, Asia, or even Eastern Europe, is problematic. Men now face very high risk and little reward from marriage as a result of how family law has developed and changed over time. That is one of the main problems men have with marriage and the reason why more and more men are avoiding it. Family law has really advanced to the point where it is very high risk, but a poor return for men, and low risk, but a great reward for women, particularly if they want to leave it. In fact, 80% of divorces are initially started by women. Quite a bit of them pre-planned for financial reasons. We all understand that even half of the divorce is pretty much the end of it all. As a result, if you find yourself in a married situation, and it doesn't even have to be marriage, the state will recognize that as a common law marriage, even if you live together for a sufficient amount of time, like in many Western countries. They will also regard your breakup as a marriage since, by law, they treat it as a marriage. It then includes child custody arrangements and marital assets that are intended to benefit women. This brings up another problem that males have. Why should a guy get married when they see so many other men lose their parental rights to women who don't care about the children? They just end up losing a major chunk of their paycheck, sending money to their ex-wife, and then seeing how severely their relationship with their own children deteriorates. For a good reason, such women are referred to as divorce machines. I'm not sure whether there is a solution or a method to get around the fact that men are purposefully and strategically avoiding marriage. As several guys have often asked me, how can you satisfy the biological want to pass on your seed? By nature, men are designed to scatter their seed, while women are designed to basically seek the highest value men who they can intertwine with, raise children, utilize their resources, and manage their resources for the good of family and community. Although there are two distinct dynamics, the status of family law is so dismal that it is just not sane from any point of view for a man to live in a situation that the state considers to be a married arrangement. Why would you put yourself in a position where the state might decide what happens to your assets, monthly income, and parental access? In addition, family law is constructed in a way that disincentives women from acting fairly or in the children's best interests. Family law works against men. This is also part of the problem. The way family law is established is intended to maximize their hypergamous nature when they divorce, and as you probably already know, women are always seeking stability. They are always seeking upgrades to where they are at. I'm aware that some women may point out that their divorces didn't go that way, and that they had to pay the man. Yes, that can also happen at times, especially when the case is too obvious for the whole world to see, when a woman is trying to basically take all of his resources, even when the guy had practically done nothing wrong to her, not cheated on her, not abused her, not given her love, care, and attention. So when this sort of case occurs, the judges sometimes rule in the guy's favor, but it's very rare. However, because of the nature of the intimacy market and how men and women connect, guys frequently find themselves in situations where they meet attractive women who end up marrying them. Meaning that when they get married, the guys are a few points higher than them. However, when the divorce occurs, she wants to maintain her position, and hence retaliates through the divorce, and as a result, ends up with his finances and assets. In the end, it comes down to the fact that males struggle to satisfy their biological urges, and women are doing nothing to change it. That's the situation men face in marriage. The whole legal system is designed to fire bullets at them while they're only given sticks to defend themselves. At the point of exit or divorce, women have a distinct upper hand in the intimacy marketplace. And the only way things will get better is if the guys are also given incentives. In order to address this issue, men must be offered incentives during this process if we want things to get better, and for men to not avoid marriage in our society. So men have realized that the game is rigged against them. With marriage, they're taking a huge risk, and the legal system is crafted in such a way that women are given the benefit at every corner and from every angle, while men are assumed to be the perpetrators of disharmony in the relationship, and hence, they are required to compensate for it by financing women for the rest of their lives. So, there's a lot that needs to change first. But I don't think anything's going to change in my lifetime at least. In fact, I think it's only going to get worse for men. The root of a lot of problems in the world is a lack of personal accountability and humility, and modern Western women lack both. Most of these women are not single by any means, and by that, I mean without having at least a few men to a full roster of them. They're constantly out with different men, but the main thing is they're just being used for recreational fun. No man will wife up another man with a combative, self-serving attitude. Eventually, when they're older and their looks are fading, the realization will hit them like a brick to the face. It's too late for them at this point, and of course, it will always be the men's fault. Guys, you don't have to settle for the table scraps from these modern women. Get your act together, grab a passport, and explore your options. I find it hilarious that women will choose the same type of man they complain about and think they had nothing to do with the man they chose. The good men are invisible to you because you obviously have a love-hate relationship with being toxic, and that's what you attract. And now you are single by choice. We frequently witness situations when men are singled out, made to answer for their actions, and told that because they have a good income, they should give their wives or live-in girlfriends an allowance. You give them a particular sum of money. It's absolutely insane that men are now beginning to be seen as financial violators and punished for mistreating their spouses by placing them on a budget. It has reached the point where, in my opinion, feminism no longer serves the purpose it once served in achieving gender equality when, as you are aware, women wanted to vote, own automobiles, and hold jobs. They have that now. But in my opinion, every movement needs to attain its goal or come to an end. The issue with feminism, however, is that it has evolved and transformed into a supremacist movement hell-bent on figuratively destroying the social and family structure of the larger part of the Western world. It is eradicating the concept of nuclear families. Men don't want to get married. Women want to take the role of the man in the house, forcing men to assume the role of women. We could go on forever, but in all honesty, women, it's now up to you if you want to do something to encourage more men to pursue marriage. Due to the fact that marriage will eventually become obsolete, there won't be as many kids around, and men and women will no longer connect in the same way. Thanks for watching Man Reacts. Show us your love and support by liking this video, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. And let us know your thoughts on this in the comments. We're always up for a healthy debate and discussion.